Here we are again. Take 2 on our visa run. I know some people talk about their visa runs. I'm going to go across the border. Our route is getting into the city, getting a bank statement, and then heading on up to immigration. It's just as bad, seriously. So it's just gone 7:30 or 7:25. I've just programmed it into the trip computer here. And it says it's 1 hour and 11 minutes. So, of course, that's what it says now. But of course, all the traffic starts to build up in the next 10 to 15 minutes. So it tends to be an hour and a half to an hour and 3/4. It's one of the things we have to deal with. Anyway, so we're all ready to go. We'll keep you abreast of what's going on when we get there. We'll just wait here for like 10 minutes to get out of our own sort of soy here. Seriously. Yeah, I just wanted to mention something. Like, we talk about the traffic in Australia versus the traffic here in Thailand. Generally what you find here, because there's such a predominance of motorcycles, the traffic actually sort of moves left and right in these sort of congested areas, and generally leaves a sort of clear passage for the bikes to do lane splitting, which I always think is quite a nice sort of part. Of course, there's always the odd taxi driver that doesn't give a damn, but generally the traffic, the car drivers are fairly sort of considerate to bike riders, which you just simply don't see in Australia. Yes, and here we are again, back at Citibank. Oh well, ready, set, go. Yes, in and out again, pretty quick. Only took like 10 minutes. But oh god, that traffic. As I said, when we left this morning, we left it on 7:30. It said it was a 1 hour and 5 minute journey. Well, it actually took an extra hour on top of that 1 hour and 5 minutes, just with the way that the traffic is. Oh, this is why I don't drive into Bangkok. It's not so bad riding, but again, sort of if you're riding into Bangkok, you've got to do all of what they call lane splitting. So it's a challenge as well, and of course it's raining season, so it makes it even doubly hard. Anyway, Chanya just went off to get some food. Now I can find where she went to. Okay, so now we're up to stage 2 of the trip. It says 35 minutes to immigration. I wonder how long it's going to take to get the... Oh my god, what's this? Spotlight. I got a camera crew now. Yeah, so 35 minutes, so it's probably going to take like 50, 60 minutes. So keep your fingers crossed. Well, that was only an extra 15 minutes on that short leg journey to get up here. Glad I don't drive in Bangkok traffic every day. I can't imagine sort of how it must frustrate people, seriously. But anyway, we're at immigration. Just got to wander inside and we'll be good. What's she doing, you crazy girl?
I don't know yet.
You don't know yet?
Yeah, too tough from
Yeah, it's okay. Waste your Wednesday off. Yes, I know. We have 1 day off together, and have to waste this day.
Today me time for stop
Yep.
and relax home and
Or go somewhere and do something together, but we cannot because we have to go to immigration.
we go
Oh well,
wrong.
this is life, only once a year. Well, last week when we were here it was quite bare and barren. This week we've got a whole new display out. Oh, the changeability of things here in Thailand is crazy. So what's this one, darling? Again, I'm guessing it's some sort of O-top sort of style market. We'll check this one out later. For
The promotion.
promotion for sustainable tourism and community empowerment. Interesting. Anyway, let's go and race in and get our ticket. I know we probably won't get served till after lunch. Oh, okay, so it's 45 minutes to lunch break and we've got 20 in the queue, so I don't think we'll make it in before lunch, but it'll be fairly quickly after lunch. But you know, like we've got a big market to look around, so it'll be fun for half an hour and then probably get a bite to eat. So it hasn't been too bad a waste of a day, I guess. She'll be happy. She's got a market to look at. Oh, well, we've got our lunch break here, so we're going to have a look around the O-top stores. She's hungry. She's always hungry.
Not always hungry.
Always hungry, yes.
I want to fat like you.
You want to fat like me? No, I want you slender. Yeah, so in case you didn't know what O-top was, it's one tamboon, one product. So, and a tamboon is like the Thai word for suburb. I think you would probably be closest in English language. But yes, of course how the one product comes into play I really don't know. But it's really just another sort of, it's like local produce sort of style marketing and food and everything else that goes with it. And yeah. What's your name, darling? Yeah, so from the last video, a couple of people have asked more questions about the visa renewal, which I've answered obviously on the comments, but you know, unless of course you read the comments, you won't sort of see it. But one of the questions was, why don't I get an agency to do the visa renewal? Well, unfortunately, unlike the 90-day check-in, unlike the 90-day check-in, you must actually present the passport yourself, unless of course you have a medical certificate and that precludes you because you're disabled from actually attending. Yeah, so they've got to sort of verify that you're who you are. So you really can't hand it off onto somebody, which is a bit of a pain. And again, I've sort of also qualified that before. From my understanding under Australian law, I'm not allowed to actually give my passport to anybody except an immigration official or law enforcement. So again, giving your passport to an agency is actually against Australian law. And again, if they lose it, you've got no leg to stand on. So, you know, and of course, losing your passport is the last thing you really want to be doing. So, you know, like, yeah. If you want to use an agency, use an agency. It's a risk that you take, but you've got actually zero comeback if something goes wrong. What else was there? I'm just trying to think of, yeah, why do I travel to Chanya here for the immigration? You know, Bangkok is a pretty big place. Yeah, there is actually 5 immigration offices in Bangkok now, I believe. 4 of them are for neighbouring country sort of registration. The only one for international travellers like Western countries, the only place you can do it here in the Bangkok province is here at Chanya. You can't sort of sneak in the back door of another one. At least that's what I've been told anyway. I've looked through the website there and they sort of say, you know, one's for Myanmar, one's for Laos, one's for Cambodia, or a combination of those. But the only ones that we can use here for like Australian sort of, you know, retirement has to be here at Chanya. Now, it's a fair distance out. So, you know, it's just one of those sort of things we have to do each year. and you know, like, I'm not really too phased with it. It's just one of those nuisance things that you have to deal with. The only thing that really annoys me most is the fact that, as I said, you know, we get 1 day a week with my girl, right? 1 day a week with my girl, and then we spend it here in immigration. How sexy is that? Oh my God, not sexy at all.
เราเริ่ม
So
ต้น
we're
ใน
down
วัน
for
นี้
the
ขอเสียง
exhibition
ปรบมือ
area.
ต้อนรับพี่แก้มวิทยานีครับ
Oh my God. I won't shoot much in here because there's too much noise. Seriously. I wonder what they're doing. And there's a stage area down there at the back as well with some dancing girls and other bits and pieces.
โทษใครไม่ได้โทษฟ้านี้ที่ฉันเดียวดายอ้างว้างผ่านมากี่ครั้งที่เธอทำผิดสัญญาครั้งที่ร้อยและครั้งที่ล้านก็ยอมเข้าใจโง่ที่ทนอยู่แต่มันรักจึงยอมให้ภัยเพราะว่ารักไม่ใช่ว่าฉันไม่รู้เรื่องราว
Tirak, you want durian? You sure? 135. I think. Hang on. What market is complete without Thai massage? So the displays here, right, okay, this is obviously to promote Thailand tourism, from what I can understand. Yes, there is not a single signage about any of these places in English. So obviously they're preaching to the Thais. But the pricing looks sprung pricing. Does that make sense? It's Thailand, you would expect. Well, it's 15 minutes before going back in at 1 o'clock. You see people just love queuing, which is strange because there are ticket numbers. But anyway, we've got 12 in the queue, so I think it was 64 when we came out, and I got 75. So yeah, that's 11. And they got I think 7 cubicles open. So it's second run through pretty much. Maybe so 10-15 minutes after they open, we should be able to get in. And hopefully it won't be long after that. She's giving me durian crisps. Tastes like potato chips, little bit.
Yeah.
See? Okay, I've eaten durian. Nothing to rave about. But anyway, so we're done. Yep, we're done. Finished. It's now 2:30 in the afternoon, so as I say, how to kill a good day. But anyway, I get to spend the day with my baby. Yes, get to spend the day with you, darling.
Pardon?
I get to spend the day with you,
Yeah.
but not very exciting.
Today time for relax for me. I think plan for today sleep in the bed and play Facebook, play game and relax, fun for 3 movie. But today I come for with boyfriend because I want to take care of him.
It's okay.
Okay.
It's only once a year. It's only once a year. I suppose we have to deal with this stuff, but it just beats me really. You hear all the stories of people scamming the system and overstaying and all the crap, and you do it all the right way. You do it all above the board, and it feels like it's a third-degree system. Anyway, you only got to do it once a year. That's the main thing. If I had more money in the bank, if I had another couple of million baht that I could just have as disposable income, I might go for the elite visa. But okay, I don't sort of see why I would have to put that sort of money into Thailand's banking system just to sort of alleviate some of this annoying. But anyway, get run over here. Looks like it. Anyway, okay, cross the road. We'll catch up with you when we get back to the house, and we'll obviously give you the final rundown of the day. And don't forget, if you like these videos, don't hit that like button, guys. Oh, I don't know, which is that side there? That side. Like button. And the subscribe button too. Anyway, we'll catch up with you when we get back home. Well, there we have it, a full day's exercise. Where's your motorcycle, darling?
Father, I want father right, but stop for long time, just start.
Oh, okay.
Need to talk. I tell him last day.
Yeah.
Start for change.
Father's taken Chanya's bike for a ride.
Just start because not start for long time.
Yeah, no, 3 months before you ride, yeah. Anyway, so back to where. It's a bit of a surprise when you get home from the motorcycle just has disappeared. So we left at 7:30 in the morning, and we get home at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So that's a full day's exercise to do that thing. Now, okay, so just to recap, because I don't think I've covered this recently, what do you need for this retirement visa extension? Well, the first one there is a TM40, is the TM7 form. That's what it looks like here. Alongside with the TM7, you need the photocopies of your passport, right? The main page, the entry stamp, or the last entry stamp, the TM6, your visa, and obviously the page that has the visa extensions on it. So there's quite a few pages there. If you're in doubt, just photocopy every page that's got something on it, but they'll sort it out. What else do you need? As I said, you need your bank statements and you need the covering letter from the bank. That's the thing we had a challenge with last week. So supposedly that has to be dated and signed on the day that you're applying. Don't ask me why. It's just one of those nuisance things. Even today they asked me, did I have a bank book? Obviously I said no, we don't have bank books, right? And there was the quizzical look. Going, God, seriously, why do you need a bank book? It's all electronic these days. So come on, let's come on with the rest of the world, guys. So there's something I'm going to investigate. I think we're going to have to talk to Citibank Bank, which is Chanya's bank, and see if we can sort of simplify that little process so we get less raised eyebrows. What else is there? Right, so photocopies. It's fairly straightforward, the paperwork. There's not much to it. When you're actually presenting it, there's 3 other documents you've got to sign. One is that you're understanding the fact that if you go over your visa provision, the times, like if you're 3 months, then it's a year ban, and all that sort of stuff. You've got to sign that, acknowledgement form. There's 2 other forms. I couldn't really make out what they were. They sort of almost look like duplicates of the TM7 in sort of some forms. Where's your address? The one thing we were asked for this time, which we weren't asked for last time, was a map locale. They wanted us to draw a map of where we lived. So that's a new thing that we've encountered this time around. Chanya just scribbled something on a piece of paper, which was sufficient. And I sort of said, look, do you want me to print something out from Google Maps next time? She says, yes, you could do that. So I think next time we turn up, I think I'll just bring a photocopy or just a printout from Google Maps just to satisfy the where we live. It's not enough that you've got addresses written on 5 different forms. I've got a yellow book in there. All they didn't ask to settle the yellow book. Come on, you could have it's just the bureaucracy. As I said, it's crazy. So many people, come into this country and skip their visa and their check-ins and all that other sort of stuff, and they get a slap on the wrist. you keep it all above board. It's just like the third degree. Seriously, they need to do some work on that. It's really making it a whole lot less enjoyable for foreigners to actually even consider what that whole retirement. But as I said, it's only once a year, so I think all in all, just got one day a year that you sacrifice for this thing here for 364 days of good stuff. Anyway, look, I'm going to wrap it up here, and it's goodbye from me. And say goodbye.
Boy, boy.
Boy, boy.
See you later, everybody.
And we'll catch up with you next time.
Bye bye. Okay, guys.
Okay.
It's okay.
Go.
No.
Go.